Hello, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. Let us go ahead and do a collective energy check-in and see what is coming up. We are going to get some blunt truth messages from your counterparts. And this is the deck by Emily. You can find this on her Etsy shop. I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot, the Keepers of the Light Oracle, as well as the Lay Vampire. I feel like the energy has definitely gotten more intense as the autumn equinox energies are hitting and as we are getting closer to the upcoming full supermoon in Aries. And I'm definitely already feeling that Aries energy. So if you are kind of in this back off energy, or just having very little patience or tolerance, then know that that is a collective energy thing that's happening right now because of what's happening in the cosmos. So while I finish out shuffling the decks, feel free to set your own intentions for this reading in your mind out loud or in the comments, however it feels good to you. And let us go ahead and get started here. I think I'm going to start with a card from this Wild Unknown Tarot. So Spirit, what? Obviously a lot of messages. Okay. Wow. A lot happening here, guys. 6 of Wands, the Sun, 10 of Wands in reverse, the Empress with the Mother of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands in this deck, at the bottom of the deck here. This is actually really great energy with the 10 of Wands in reverse. We can see that a major karmic cycle has actually closed out. I'm actually hearing like a door slamming shut, and this was a door that needed to be shut for so long. With the 6 of Wands and the Sun cards here, what I'm really seeing is that that door had been holding either you or someone connected to you, or perhaps both of you, back in a lot of negative, energetically draining, burdensome ways. Emotional burdens, mental burdens, even for some financial burdens. I feel like whatever that door is that I just heard slamming shut is really lifting you and your counterpart into a very high vibrational, abundant, fertile timeline that I don't even think either of you were aware how much that door was holding you back here. We have the Mother of Wands, or the Queen of Wands, with the Ace of Wands. There is some fast moving energy coming in, you guys. There is a really inspired new beginning here. Look at that with the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. Something that had been on hold for such a long time is starting to take shape and materialize here, is what I'm feeling with this energy. How did I know this card was going to come out? Her last day in the light, unexpected endings, surprise changes, and sudden shifts. Indeed. Everything that we've just been talking about, right? And even after shuffling this deck, we have expect miracles here. Something that perhaps some of you divine feminines had been starting to I don't know, lose faith in, maybe stop believing that it would, happen for you, is actually happening for you, divine feminines. There is some major miracle being manifested here, and magic manifesting. Talk about synchronicity, you guys. Amazing. The divine director, intervention, and purpose. Everything that has been happening, no matter how burdensome it may have seemed, was for the purpose of higher divine lessons that really could not have been learned otherwise. This was a period of immense growth for you and your counterpart. You, in terms of learning how to surrender, in terms of learning how to release control and expectations about how a given narrative should play out, and giving your counterpart space to grow, giving them the room to make their own decisions and not placing pressure on them, to adhere to a certain timeline or to certain expectations. Whatever door slammed shut wasn't allowing their headspace to clear, and now that it's slammed shut, believe me, their head is clearing. It's clearing a lot here. Now they can actually plan what to say. Now, some of them might even act on these sensual desires, on these sacral energies that actually have been running wild for quite some time now. Their ego had been loud, but through these divine interventions, they were actually able to listen to their guides. They're wondering if you can accept them still because of the choices that they had been continually making in the past. And these masculines are, this collective that I'm channeling, they're very aware of how disappointed they made you, Divine Feminine. They're very aware of that. And that is what they're probably the most nervous about. But I really do hear a Divine Masculine stepping in to say that I have to take action, or else, I'll regret it. If I don't take action, then I'm leaving room for regret that I don't want to do here. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What's going on in this masculine's life here? Mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Wands and the Emperor. The Queen of Pentacles is a very karmic energy, but with the Seven of Wands and the Emperor, we can see that this obstacle, this karmic energy, has been successfully overcome, which was also validated by the Six of Wands, or the Victory card here. And the Emperor shows the evolution. See how it's a redwood tree? The Emperor in this deck is a redwood tree. Redwood trees live for a very, very long time, and they also don't survive on their own. They're always underneath the ground, interlinked with the other trees that are around them, and they support each other through this sense of community. So this is very synchronistic with the type of soul connection that you're sharing with this Emperor, this masculine, that your energy has been supporting them underneath the surface for such a long time. And it was such a subconscious, almost unconscious support that was being provided to them, that now I see their solar plexus chakra actually has strengthened. They're doing their healing work actively. Let's look further into this Emperor. Here we have the Page of Cups, which is the Daughter of Cups in this deck. This Emperor's inner child is also healing, but this Emperor is heavily thinking about communication, about making their feelings known. I'm hearing a Divine Masculine step in to say, I need to express myself. We have the Three of Cups here. They need to reconcile with you now, Divine Feminine, and they're trying their best. They're trying, I heard a masculine say, their darndest to figure out how to come back around. This entire situation has been so sticky and so messy, and it's taken such a long time to clean up. And I feel like this masculine probably, this energy feels like it must have happened last night or yesterday at some point, to where this masculine kind of had this fear or just this sudden anxiety attack about you, divine feminine, potentially being with another man. And now, mind you, I just said another man, but it could be another female, a non-binary. And in these readings, we don't refer to biological gender. It is only energy that we read. But I use gender pronouns in order just, to simplify it and make it easily understandable for the large, the overall collective. So for anybody who's new here, I definitely wanted to make that clear. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else is going on with this Emperor? Father of Swords. So this is King of Swords. This Emperor is keeping boundaries. This Emperor is cutting out energies from their life that don't serve them anymore. They are tapping into their heart space that they had kind of had this huge wall up around for such a long time. This is the King of Cups, or the Father of Cups energy. And they're nurturing themselves, they're nurturing their finances, they're actually focusing on getting to a place in their life where they can be in alignment with you, divine feminine. And the Queen of Swords came out in this sideways position, which tells me that a couple of things, actually. Number one, it tells me that this masculine is actually coming into alignment with your firm boundaries and is realizing that the breadcrumbing is no longer going to work, that they actually need to put forth the effort, and they actually need to speak up like they haven't spoken up before. I feel like for some of you that I'm channeling, this particular divine masculine never even made their actual feelings known to you verbally. It's something that you always sensed energetically. But in the 3D, this masculine was so cold, so harsh, so closed off in the heart space, that you often doubted what it was that you felt. But I feel like either by getting other readings or, prophetic dreams potentially, or other signs, synchronicities, even hearing other people's stories, somehow just gave you that validation that what you felt was actually correct, it was accurate, that this masculine had been masking their feelings this entire time. And you're not crazy. I think Spirit really wants to get that message out there, that divine feminine, you are not crazy for what you were feeling, what you were suspecting. It was not wishful thinking, that this is actually true here. Now, the second energy with the Queen of Swords being in the sideways position is that this divine masculine is healing from a very toxic, karmic, feminine energy in their life, which potentially could be that door shutting that I heard earlier. And I'm seeing a coffin in my third eye, that cycle finally ended, but the divine masculine is shedding those layers of himself that had been wounded, and that had built up almost a higher barrier or a fortress. I'm hearing fortress around his heart space due to toxic and very painful, hurtful experiences with that karmic feminine energy that they are detoxing. I'm literally hearing my guides say detoxing from the influence, the impact that karmic energy has had on them. And it seems like it was long enough to where this masculine truly did find it incredibly damaging, but they're happy to be picking up their pieces and making their way back to you, Divine Feminine strength. They're actually re-tapping into this inner strength that they never knew they had. But I'm also hearing a Divine Masculine's higher self say that Divine Feminine, you saw this strength in them before they ever saw it in themselves. You are my sunshine. I'm hearing this could be a very specific message for somebody, but if you know that, you know, the Divine Masculine that you are connecting with, or that you are connecting this reading to, often uses the phrase, you are my sunshine. I feel like that's coming through here for a reason, and their higher self must be wanting to tell you, Divine Feminine, that you are indeed their strength as well. Even if they have never told you this in the 3D, that is definitely how they feel about you. And, you know, I feel like these changes that took place really had to be sudden and unexpected, and, you know, really kind of this tower moment, shake-up kind of ordeal, because this masculine is so incredibly stubborn and so incredibly afraid of losing whatever sense of stability or you know, their comfort zone that they think that they have, no matter how dysfunctional it was, that Spirit really had to intervene this way in order to get them out of that situation, that environment, whatever it may be for them at this point. Yeah, this is Maenad, madness, ecstatic ritual, energy release. So this is like freedom from the madness. This is an actual energetic cleanse that this masculine is undergoing now. And you, Divine Feminine, on your end must also be feeling it, that you are also uprooting those old wounds that may be coming up for you with this equinox energy and the upcoming supermoon in Aries, that, you know, things that you really know you need to put to rest in order to be able to have a fulfilling, harmonious relationship with your divine counterpart. I'm being shown the crystal malachite in my third eye for some reason. And I feel like if you are resonating with this reading, then that crystal could really help you cleanse out your heart space. I'm seeing it in a bracelet form. So maybe somebody here has a malachite bracelet, I'm not sure. But if you do have it, then a Spirit definitely encourages you to use it to help cleanse out and uproot those wounds within your heart space. And if you are resonating with this reading, then definitely check out the energy of that crystal to see how it resonates for you, and potentially if it could potentially help you. So this is some really pretty strong energy. And also the fact that this card is the number 10, the angel number 1010, always signifies endings of karmic cycles. So that could be an angel number that you start seeing, whether it's 10 or it's 1010 or any combination of that number. You know, that's going to let you know, it's going to give you the signs and syncs that you need to determine you know, what is going on in your connection. So I'm going to wrap up this check-in right here for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. I will leave my Instagram and TikTok handles in the video description box below. Instagram is the place to purchase paid reading services from me, as well as energy cleanses, my twin flame manifestation affirmations, energy healing manifestation sessions, etc. I offer a plethora of things. So yeah, thank you all so much once again for being powerful, amazing co-creators of this channel with me, and I will talk to you all again in the next video.